Hey, and we're live. What's going on, y'all? It's Wayne D and Tay Hamilton. Tay, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm not bad at all. I'm in the middle of, because this is what we do, right? We get on here and we're doing
I
final
know we start
preparations.
sharing.
And so I'm sharing on Twitter. We are live. So it's Wayne D and Tay Hamilton, regardless of where you're watching us today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, checking us out. I'm seriously in the middle of, I just tweeted. So if you're on Twitter, you're about to see me polluting your stream here.
Yep,
I'm
sharing
about to
all
share
over
this. I think we're good.
on
I think it's shared
Facebook.
everywhere. Wherever you're watching at, please feel free to check in, regardless of what Facebook page you're on. I know we are representing iHeart Country this week, so if you're watching on that page, thank you very much. And just check in. Let us know where you're checking us out from. Here in Nashville, I know you're hanging out with us with the Big 98, 95.5 The Bull in Vegas, WDRM in Huntsville, and many other places. So wherever you are checking us out at, please say hello. Let us know what's up. Shout out to our guy, Matthew.
Matthew. Happy
hello.
Wednesday.
We got a shout out from our friends in Iowa, part-time resident of Iowa. Hello, Daniel. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it so much. Travis is hanging out with us. Good afternoon, Travis.
Cool.
I mean, well, good afternoon or good morning, I guess. Depends on where you're at. We got some awesome stuff to go through this week. And regardless of what the topic is, if you want to chime in and hang out with us, please feel free just to say hey at any point. Say hello. Let us know where you're listening from or where you're checking us out. The other thing is we did this last week, and I thought it went okay. So I know Tay and I, she puts this whole thing together. We're very well prepped on what we're going to go over. And I said, let's not do this, but let's do it anyway. We're doing apples and onions. So
you were like, it didn't go so well. I was like, what do you mean? It went really well. People were chiming in on how their day was going. It was awesome.
So whether it's your day, your week, your month, or even your year, just me. Let us know how your day or your week has gone with the apple, the good story, or the onion. What's your onion of the week so far? I mean, obviously we talked to you last Wednesday. It's been a week. What would your onion of the last week be, Tay?
Me? I don't know. I've kind of been, today I woke up late and got like a really late start to my day. So I think that was the onion of my week. Cause you know how when you're late, you like feel just so rushed through the rest of the day.
Yep. Oh yeah.
It's like, I hate that feeling. So I've been trying to get out of that funk. But,
I get you for sure.
And then my apple of the week, it always has, my son's in karate, so he's been loving that. We're taking him tonight, so I'm really excited. But on Monday, he received his white belt, his white belt. So he's really excited about it. Yeah, I know.
So share with us your apples and your onions of the week. Share what you're celebrating, share what you're not. I would say my onion of the last week is it's been pretty busy. I feel like I haven't been home a ton. So that would be the onion. The apple is funny because it's like kind of the opposite of what I just said. Is I feel like the time I have spent at home and like hanging out with my kids has been awesome. Like my daughter is so excited. She's getting a guitar this week, so she's going to learn how to play. She's 9. She absolutely loves the idea of trying to play guitar. You
have to tell everybody about the guitar that she's getting, though. Because it's a cool story.
I will. And then on the other side, my son is playing t-ball, and the guy that is coaching is kind of like, like I can't do this by myself. You want to help? So it's me and this guy coaching together. And let me tell you, I know there's dads out there watching right now. And maybe moms, you feel this way too. Coaching your kid in sports is like something you've always wanted to do at some point or another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to our friend Mark. His apple is What's Up Wednesday. Let's go. And he got a flat tire. Matt just got a new truck and he's got a flat already. No good.
Can I say, so Matthew tweeted you or something yesterday and he was like, I can't wait for What's Up Wednesday. And I saw it and that literally made my whole day. I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. So cool.
We do this every single Wednesday. And if you want to catch up with us, there's our social handles right there at He's Wayne D. That's me. And then she's Tay Ham Radio. So the story about the guitar, John Langston, who has had a bunch of songs. He's worked with a ton of people. He's such a great human being. I had texted him because him and I talked guitars one day. And I said, if you haven't heard his name, look up John Langston on the free download of our iHeartRadio app. It's got a lot of great songs you're going to love if you haven't heard them yet.
Yeah.
But I had texted him randomly last week. I'm like, hey, man, my daughter really wants to learn guitar. You had mentioned some brands before. Like, what's a good starter guitar? Because even a starter guitar could get you like $400 to $800.
Yeah, they're expensive.
$800 when you're trying to do. And even $400. I'm like, eh. And so he goes, hey, man, as she learns, it would mean a lot, like, if I could give her a guitar that I've been writing on over the last few years. So, like, songs that he's written over the last few years on this guitar he's giving to her, which, like,
that's so cool.
It's just mind-blowing. So I'm excited for her for that, because
she's going to have that story forever. She's going to be like, absolutely. John Langston gave me this guitar, my very first guitar. What if she becomes like a massive superstar one day?
Taylor Swift, watch out. Just saying.
Yeah.
Her name's Haley. Be on the lookout for that first EP. Thanks to UMG. Speaking of record labels and some of your favorite artists, big night for all of country music on Wednesday as the ACM Awards came to you live from the very city that we're hanging out in, the gorgeous, beautiful, cold as heck today, Nashville, Tennessee.
I'm in 2 layers.
I just took my jacket off for this because it was so big and bulky. I was like, no, we ain't doing it. But it was plenty warm on Wednesday night as country music celebrated a massive night between some historic venues. Not only did we celebrate at the Bluebird, we hit the Ryman, we hit the Opry, and then one of the coolest performances of the night literally happened right behind where Tay is sitting. Tay, it's going to look janky and a little Blair Witch Project-ish, but so that's Lower Broadway, and that's exact. Let me see if I can give you more of the screen here. I might mess this up.
Can you blow it up?
No, it won't let me.
Oh,
there, kind of.
Kind
of.
So
that's Lower Broadway, and what you can see is right behind Tay. That's Miranda Lambert's spot being constructed out right now. But that's where Little Big Town's performance was on Wednesday night. It was so cool. It was so
that
cool.
was probably one of my favorite performances, to be honest. It was, I mean, even though they were missing a member, it was still so good. And like them walking down Broadway, like strutting their stuff, it looked so cool. And it was late at night. I mean, Broadway is never that empty, so it had to be like
they definitely shot that at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: the performance that surprised you the most from the ACM Awards, and as you watch What's Up Wednesday right now, if you had a part of the ACM Awards that you loved, please chime in. Let us know what's up. Matthew getting to see the behind the scenes says that's amazing. And by the way, hello Germany.
Wow, Angie.
Hello
hi.
Germany.
That's awesome.
Thank you for hanging out with us today, Angie. We appreciate that. Performance that surprised you the most, ACM Awards this past Wednesday.
I would say Little Big Town. They shocked me for sure. It was just a lot of fun because I was like, they're missing a member because of COVID. So I wonder how this is gonna go. But like, no, it was amazing. It was one of my favorite performances. That and Maren Morris and Ryan Hurd. Those performances were so good.
We should have known that Maren and Ryan would be up there. Tay, a big Maren Morris fan if you are a first-time viewer of What's Up Wednesday. Anything Eric Church does, I absolutely love. So it was cool to see Eric do a song that we haven't seen him do yet. I will say I really liked what Mickey Guyton brought to the show in general. Yeah, I thought that was – and I'll tell you what, I can't be the only one. When Keith Urban stepped away, I thought for sure – and maybe this is a missed opportunity. I thought for sure he was going to grab her by the hand and she was going to end up singing Pink's part.
Oh, to perform with
together.
him?
Yeah.
That would have been cool. I would like to hear Mickey Guyton on that song. That would be cool.
That would be. So as far as awards, give me a surprise, good or bad, what yours would be. Deborah said she loved Carrie. Mojo's all in on Dirks. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you.
Dirk's performance was really good, too. That one I really liked. Brothers Osborne, they were amazing. I mean, I think all the performances really were really great.
I was excited that Brothers Osborne did their new song because I love that.
Me too. Okay, so a category that surprised me.
What's up, Brenna?
I would have probably male artist of the year. I mean, I think all are deserving of an ACM award for sure. But I thought Luke Combs was going to take that because he had such a massive year.
The
I
biggest
was a little
surprise
surprised.
of the entire night is now technically Luke went 0 for 3, right? But
Yeah.
as a writer, he did help write Carly Pierce's #1 song and the one that she
Oh,
performed
true.
and the one that won some awards. So, I mean, he may have himself walked away 0 for 3, but like he was still a part of a pretty big night in general. But that's weird to think of an award show where Luke Combs doesn't. I mean, every song like is #1 in two weeks, and he
Yeah.
didn't get an ACM award. That's nuts.
Yeah. Well, and then he had his "What you see is what you get," and then "What you see ain't always what you get." So I was a little surprised by that one for sure.
I agree. And then, as awesome as it is, Luke Bryan lays the smackdown on COVID, and the same week becomes ACM Entertainer of the Year. But when they open that thing up, they're like, "And the winner is Luke." I'm like, "Figured." And they go, "Brian." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations, Luke. They all deserve it. But you figured, well, Luke Combs hasn't done anything yet. Like he hasn't won yet, so this is going to go to him.
Right.
Not
I
the
think
case.
you last week, and I don't have the sheet in front of me where I kept score, but I think you and I chose Luke Combs last week, and then Cody Allen chose Luke Bryan. And so I was like, I tweeted Cody, I was like, "You were right, congrats."
So
But yeah,
it was
he
an
totally
awesome.
took it.
It was an awesome night in general. You want to share some of your highlights or maybe lowlights, feel free to leave it in the comments of whatever Facebook page you're plugged into. As we put the show together today, we always bring stuff to the table like, let's talk about this, let's talk about this. And something that Tay found, which I thought was interesting, Tay, I'm going to kind of let you run with this one here, is as life, the word normal is like the most overused phrase outside of COVID and pandemic over the last year plus. But you think about wanting to get back to certain things. Well, there's things that might not be so normal anytime soon. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm actually okay with this, surprisingly. But now that baseball is back and everything, a lot of things baseball parks were doing before aren't doing now, and they're going to keep it that way. Is the whole hot dog serving thing? It's all going to be wrapped into a package, like a pre-made hot dog. So it's not like they're going to give you a tray with the bun and the hot dog and then serve it to you like that. But
Some
and
people
even
may,
like the squirts and everything, like those aren't happening.
but some
Like,
people may argue that that's why we have strong immune systems, because you walk up to the mustard
ew,
dispenser, you're like, Achoo. Okay, here's
ew,
get some
so
mustard.
gross. So
But it's
gross.
funny because you think about that, and it is kind of like, yeah, we did do that, didn't we?
Yeah, but when I read that, I was like, okay, that does make sense, and that's a lot more clean, and I'm okay with that. Also, sodas are coming in plastic bottles while beer is in cans, so there's no more fountain drinks being served, which I think is fair too. I think that's okay to move on
Yeah,
like that.
I agree with that. Deborah said she likes all the country singers. We dig that. We dig that. Um, and that's another thing. If there's something that you can think of right now that before everything shut down last March, that was normal, but now it's like, and I've heard of a bunch of them. And of course, now that we're talking about it, they're not going to come to mind, but there's just so many different things. I mean, is it going to be weird to have a big old open box of donuts in the break room in the office on a Friday, right? Like, and you're just like, oh, I'll take this one. Be like, oh no, I don't want that one. I will tell you, I'm more don't touch things on the floor more than I used to be. Like, or like
Oh, for sure.
if my son's sitting on the floor at a hockey game, I'm like, just get up.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
chair.
yeah.
Sit in the chair. More than ever. Are you the same way?
I'm 100%, and I'm totally that person now that like if there is like a community box of donuts or whatever, I won't like just go in and grab it anymore. I'm like, okay, where's your fork and your knife, and like I'll cut a piece and then like take the piece. Like yeah, it weirds me out now for sure.
And I'll tell you, yes, I have a Costco membership, but I haven't been in a while. Have they brought free samples back? Because even the free sample thing, as a bigger dude, I loved that as a kid. I didn't care about going to the grocery store with my mom, other than Saturdays in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Saturdays was sample day. She's like, I'm going to the grocery store. I'm like, I'm coming with. It was like, thank you. But now that even feels like, I'll just buy it and try it. If I don't like it, I'll throw it away.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that one. I don't know. I haven't been to Costco in a hot minute.
Seriously. So if you have things that were normal last year that probably not interested in doing this year, feel free to leave a comment. We'll come back to it. A lot of people, and this is something that popped up today as we were planning the rest of What's Up Wednesday. A lot of people are planning on traveling at some point this summer. I believe the number was 42% of people are talking about either they already have planned a summer trip or they're thinking about planning a summer trip. Where are you guys on that? Your family?
I think we're okay. We're planning a trip in June to San Diego. I feel like that's kind of like always been our summer spot. We usually go every summer, but we weren't able to go last, of course. So now we're excited to get back out there. We want to travel.
You were hesitant at one point though, like before, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Even like I think at the end of last year, I was like, "Ooh, I don't know." We were flying back to Vegas to visit our family, and we were like, I don't know if we should do it." We were real hesitant, but I mean, they're super strict about the whole mask thing while traveling. And back then, I don't know how it is now, but back then it was like people were skipping a row. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So not everybody was so like jam packed together. Heading to Vegas next month.
Isaac's heading to Vegas next month. And that's the thing. If you are planning a trip right now, where are you going? Where are some places you're looking forward to? Obviously, Vegas, a great spot. If you don't call it home, that's a great spot. There's even some awesome staycation spots if you live in Las Vegas as well.
For sure.
The most popular, Tay, I know you got it in front of you. The most popular places for people that are booking trips right now this summer are what?
We have Miami Beach, Florida. We have Key West, Florida, Myrtle Beach, Orlando, and Cancun. There's a lot of Florida on this list.
Well, and if you think about it, first of all, a beach sounds fantastic. Brian Kelly from Florida Georgia Line just put out a 4-pack of songs, and they scream adult beverage on a beach. I've never had a song immediately take me somewhere like those 4 songs do.
100%. It makes you want to lounge on the beach in Costa Rica. So good.
Or Hawaii. December,
Hawaii.
Christmas. My man Matthew is trying to decorate some palm trees. You know, and I was thinking about the whole trip thing. That sounds so good, but it's one of my favorite things is Disney anything, right? We've been to Disneyland out in California a bunch of times, but now that we live closer to Disney World, I was like, we got to go. We got to go.
Yeah.
The other thing about that is if you're going to Disney, like I mentally already have my run planned. And when I say run, I'm not like working out before we go in the park. I'm talking like, okay, I'm going to look at the map. I'm going to plan it out. I'm going to run and hit Pirates of the Caribbean first. And then it's the Haunted Mansion. And then anything anybody else wants after that. But I got to hit Pirates of the Caribbean and I got to hit Haunted Mansion. The rest is up to y'all. Like
I've
that's my
actually
vacation.
never been to Disney World, so I don't know what it's like there. I know it's bigger.
Yeah, it's huge. And the castle, so this is totally like off topic of where we're at, but it's fine. We've all been to Disneyland between Tay's family and mine. But Disney World, you know how in California the castle looks like a movie prop, right? The castle looks like somebody could live in it in Orlando.
Ooh.
Yeah,
how cool.
Yeah, it's unreal. So
Can
if
you go inside?
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been there, but it's massive. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a portion that you could open up, but for sure, like that sounds fantastic to me. Matthew, of course. You know what's funny is I've been to Disney in Orlando a few times, never Epcot though. I don't know why, just never Epcot. We're getting ready for something pretty special. Obviously, your favorite iHeart Country station is giving away piles of money right now, $12,000 a day. You got your shot to win your share of that money whenever you hear the keyword to punch in on the website. But we got something else pretty big going on. And this comes tomorrow. And if you follow me on social media or you've ever heard me on your favorite radio station, you know this is dang near a holiday for your boy Wayne D over here.
You taking the day off tomorrow?
The Chief Eric, is it too late for that? Somebody get our boss on the phone. Can I take tomorrow off because I'm not feeling well?
It's church day.
Watch me really start not feeling well, and they'll be like, "We watched What's Up Wednesday, liar." Yes, tomorrow we're taking y'all to church, not the way Maren Morris did back in 2015. No. This is a whole different way. Eric Church celebrating 3 albums, Heart and Soul. And again, I said this to you yesterday, Tay, as we were planning What's Up Wednesday. And I feel like you have to, if you're not an Eric Church fan, you don't know. And is a record too. Yeah, it's not Heart and Soul. It's Heart and Soul. The End record came out yesterday only to church choir fans. So if you're part of Eric's fan club, it was available to you yesterday. The Soul record comes out Friday. So your favorite iHeart Country station, whether you're listening in Nashville, Las Vegas, New Orleans, Huntsville, or anywhere else throughout the country, is going to be celebrating Eric Church's all 3 brand new albums tomorrow night at 7 o'clock local time. It's cool. It's hosted by Bobby Bones. They're going to be chatting about Eric's new music. The project, Eric and his buddies for a month literally locked themselves in this big cabin/restaurant in the mountains in North Carolina and busted out these 3 records. And I'm telling you, so good.
That's so good. Cool. I can't wait.
Have you spent time with Heart and Soul, Heart or Soul yet?
Just Heart. I'm not a part of the church choir, so I haven't listened to And yet, but the first one, Heart, I knew you were going to do that. But Heart is really good. And it's just the Chief. You just can never go wrong with the Chief. And it's like front to back. It's one of those albums that like front to back, every song tells a story and it's just so good. Eric Church is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I mean, the cool thing is I've spent time with all 3 and it's very much a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very much an Eric Church record, but it also sounds all new. Yeah. Like it sounds new, but it's still that classic Eric Church sound that you know and absolutely love. So that's tomorrow night. Whichever one of your favorite iHeart Country stations is in your backyard, tune in at 7 p.m. Don't miss out. And the cool thing is they're celebrating all 3 albums all day long on your favorite iHeart Country station tomorrow. Heart on Fire and Never Break Heart are my favorites off of Heart.
Oh, I like, sure. Yeah, Never Break Heart is a good one.
And I want to say it's Ray-Bans, when he's talking about Through My Ray-Bans, that is on the End album. So if you've heard, obviously you've heard that, that's available on the End album as well. And then the Soul album comes out Friday. I'm just telling you, like, and then he announced the tour. Like, by the way,
oh my gosh, I can tell how excited you are. You're supposed to wear that tomorrow.
I'm wearing it all week. Don't tell nobody. You're the only person that has to smell me because that's how close you are. Before we wrap things up on What's Up Wednesday, we want to invite you to check it out. Friday is going to be the next episode of a brand new podcast we just kicked off, talking to country music families. Our first episode was Haley Hubbard, Tyler Hubbard from Florida Georgia Line. We talked to his wife. The next episode, which, by the way, shout out to Haley Hubbard, an absolute sweetheart. This podcast is such a fun idea because you know the artists. You've heard them answer every question a million times, especially artists that you really, really follow. So it's cool to talk to her about meeting Tyler and being on the road with FGL and how she literally went into work one day and was putting in her 2-week notice because she was taking a brand new job. And her boss was like, I'll double what you make if you stay here. And
that was a really cool story. Yeah.
And it ended up like, I mean, she didn't need the money, right? Because FGL ended up exploding shortly after.
My favorite, though, is when she was telling the story about how her and Tyler first met. And she was explaining, like, I'm getting ready to quit my job. I want to move to LA. And he goes, no, you're not. Pray about it. And she was just like, she was so like put off by that. But
excuse
she's like,
me?
Okay. Yeah. So cute. Oh,
that's the same. That's the same way I react when my wife is like, put your clothes away. I'm like, you don't know me. But we launch a brand new episode on Friday with Luke Bryan's wife, Caroline Bryan, is going to be on the show. What's up, Jasmine?
Jasmine.
We're excited because Friday, the new episode of It's All Relative comes out. Caroline Bryan is on, and she goes in depth. We didn't talk about Luke's COVID situation. He's obviously better. He's, fine. He got his ACM award. He's back on Idol already. But we talked about like life with the Bryan family. We talked about where Pranksmith came from. She really goes in depth, and the awkward situation that her and Luke's mom, Luke, I gotta remember now. Luke was already
when they first met.
Yeah, Luke was already at a show, and they were going to meet him, and she was getting ready, and Luke's mama walked in and just went to the bathroom. Like,
right in
pulled her
front of
pants
her.
down, went to the bathroom, right in and I was like, how do you react like to something like that? She goes, well, years later, obviously I know that's just how she is. Like, she don't care about nothing. Like, she's just living her life. She goes, but I called Luke and I go, do you know what your mama just did? I am not doing this again. So it's cool. Caroline Bryan is our next guest on It's All Relative, the new podcast that we just launched a couple weeks ago. That episode will be out Friday morning. So stay close to our social medias at He's Wayne D, at Tayham Radio, and we will share more there. Something to look forward to this next week. What is it for you? Anything? I mean, obviously it's Wednesday, and I refuse to use the term it's blank day. I hate that phrase. So we're going to skip that. But there's 2 more days left in the week. What are things you're looking forward to this week and weekend, Tay?
Well, this Friday, Chase Rice is performing over at the Ryman, which is right down the street from us. So I'm going to that. And then the rest of the weekend, just hanging out, chilling. That's it, though, for me.
That sounds so cool. Life the same for me. I mean, Chase Friday is awesome. T-ball this weekend again. Can't wait to get out, And I'm the nerdy coach that like I put my glove on too, just in case a kid whizzes the ball at me or something, like just drills me with it. That way I'm there to make the catch. Whatever. Yes, listen. I'm reliving my youth and my baseball days with my son. Do me a favor, whatever your plans are the rest of today, be happy, healthy, safe. Thank you for checking out What's Up Wednesday. Her name is Tay Hamilton. I wonder if that's the way it is for everybody else.
It's flipped. Yeah, it's flipped around.
Because that's where you are for me.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to edit this out.
Weird.
We're live. Oh, we're live. They said we're live. Yeah. Whatever your plans are the rest of the day, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And by the way, Matthew, you're welcome in Music City anytime, my friend. Anytime, brother.
Come on back.
We appreciate y'all. We love you so much. And enjoy the rest of your Wednesday and the rest of the week. And we will see you here next Wednesday for a fresh episode of What's Up Wednesday. Take care, y'all.
Bye.